All right. I'm gonna make a quick video about Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin versus trading Bitcoin, and some of the biggest concerns that I always see all the time is it worth buying Bitcoin? Is it going to project a higher price? Is it going to go even higher, or if people are waiting just to do the big short on it because they're thinking about hitting a certain price and then just skyrocket back down? So, first and foremost is you get a lot of different opinions from each and every one of what they think cryptocurrency is, and whether it's a professional advice or an unprofessional advice. Ultimately, it's your decision whether you want to purchase it, and it is an asset. Just like if you're going to buy gold, appreciate in value or depreciate in value. And so, most importantly is, if you're buying it at the current value of 17,000, is it going to go even higher? And if you're projecting higher, then you're projecting long-term growth. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised in 5-10 years it'd be worth over $100,000 for Bitcoin. And so some people think that it's just going to plummet back down and just stay at a really, really low price because they think that it's going to get regulated. They think that there's going to be a lot more restrictions on it, and since it's been growing so fast. But I believe, in my opinion, that the federal government is not really buying into how big this is. Even from the Fed itself, from the statement from Yellen, she even said that she's not worried about Bitcoin, about this payment system. Another issue that I've been noticing is the Bitcoin fees. By far, Coinbase has the lowest fees that I've seen so far from the other Bitcoin exchanges. I don't know what it is, but for every time that you buy a Bitcoin, you transfer Bitcoin, or whether you're buying it or transferring, you pay a ridiculous amount of fees now versus the amount of fees that you were paying before. And so basically you're paying all these mining fees. But I remember when the creator of Bitcoin, Satoshi and all of them, they wanted to create Bitcoin because they wanted to make it a free, to not charge any fees for paying online. And so now you have all these miners that are charging a ridiculous amount, especially all the Bitcoin exchanges, and even having a simple mobile Bitcoin wallet, they charge a ridiculous amount of fees for just buying into Bitcoin itself. And then when you transfer, you're paying another fee to do that. So basically they're making money off of you from all the fees. Now that's probably one of the downfalls that I've been noticing for the past month now, ever since Bitcoin's been skyrocketing to a really high price. And you have to be careful on what exchange you're going to be on. You have to know that the amount of fees you're going to incur and the amount of fees you're going to pay the long run just for having Bitcoin. And so that's one of the pitfalls if you're gonna buy into it right now. Ultimately, if you're looking at long term, then yes, it would be a digital asset to where you're gonna look at long term and put a bunch of money in. I wouldn't recommend, or advise anyone just to keep sticking a couple dollars here and there, and the next thing you know, if it plummets, you're not gaining interest, you're losing interest. So that's another downfall if you're getting in on the lower level. That's why there's a huge debate whether people should be buying Bitcoin or should be trading Bitcoin. I'm more into trading versus buying, and the reason why trading is a little bit more better is because, from my perspective, I see that you can buy and sell Bitcoin from price to price, versus if you were buying Bitcoin right now at the price of 18,600, 18,500, you're hoping that it will keep going up and up. You're hoping that it'll try to hit a higher value and keep hitting another higher price. And ultimately, we cannot dictate where the price is going to go. So And if you sell Bitcoin, you're still paying a fee to sell it, to get your money back deposited into your bank account. And so I know that for Coinbase, if I sold Bitcoin, whatever I had, they still charge a fee for selling it, and then they give you the difference after the fee. And so that's another thing, the amount of fees that you incur buying, selling, and transferring. The only fees that you incur for trading Bitcoin is the commissions. And for the amount of profit that you can make just trading Bitcoin itself, from buying and selling it, trading it back and forth, the commissions, are lower than if you were going to pay fees on buying Bitcoin. That's just the way I see it. And for those that are wondering what broker I'm using JAFX. And so another some of the downfalls that people were seeing, I'll talk about the downfalls or the bad side. That people, they think that some of the forex brokers don't have enough money or have enough capital to pay out when the big short happens. And so when it does happen, I don't know when it's going to happen, but when it does happen, especially when they're gonna send the price back to 10,000 or 8,000 or even 5,000 for the value of Bitcoin, they're saying that's going to break the bank and it's going to break the brokers to where they cannot pay out. I don't know. Like I said, brokers that are letting you trade crypto for this time being, having new servers to run 24/7, having the new technology to be able to trade crypto. And can they go bankrupt? I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have the money to back it up, especially capital wise. I'm not talking about borrowing money from the bank. And so depends who can pay back. And if it breaks the amount of capital that they have, then obviously they either declare bankruptcy or they can only pay out a certain percentage to the traders. And so the only way you'll know is when the big short happens. I don't know how much of a short will happen, and you just have to keep looking at the charts because crypto is 24/7. So whenever it happens, then you'll see how much profit is being made and how much losses there are. Another downfall for trading is this is relatively new, and especially on the forex broker side, where they're the ones that are accepting it. Like I know JFX just started this a month ago, to where they did 24/7 crypto trading. And so, are there glitches? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, there are some glitches here and there. There is a 2 to 3 second delay when you buy and sell, especially on your executions. And so they have to use an actual Bitcoin exchange to run off their server and the charts that you can see. And so bouncing off different, not just for themselves, but bouncing off different servers and different companies to where they can rely on. So obviously this is still new. And let's see, what was another downfall people were talking to me about? The payout when the big short happens. Let's see the glitches on the servers. I'm trying to see what else. I think that's all I got. But I mean, ultimately, this year has been a huge success for crypto, not just for Bitcoin but for other cryptocurrencies. And so the whole ICO thing, I'll be honest, I wouldn't touch an ICO, to be honest. I mean, basically, to my opinion, for an ICO is you don't know who's exactly mining it, and then you don't know if it's going to be considered a cryptocurrency. and that's if it even skyrockets to be the next biggest Bitcoin. And if it doesn't, then basically you're just capturing a small percentage of gains. And so I'm just being honest, I wouldn't touch an ICO on my end at all. I mean, I've seen a lot of ICO offers. I've seen a lot of people investing money into ICOs and expecting a huge return on investment. And that's if it makes it big, to be honest. And if it doesn't, then basically you just lost all the money that you put in, because any ICO can take off and say that, oh well, we didn't get enough funds. We didn't get enough funds for the mining software, or we decided not to open up the crypto anymore, and they can take off with the money. I mean, I highly doubt you're going to be able to bring a lawsuit against them unless you got the money to back it up, take them to court. And so that's really tough. It's a really thin line to go and invest a lot of money into a brand new startup. And just since last month, I've been seeing a lot of ICOs popping up and down, and it's not hard. Like, I'll be honest, it's not hard to create your own ICO, make an announcement, and say, hey, we're coming up with a brand new ICO. Here you go. We got these packages here to buy in. With the packages, this is what you get. This is the amount of value that you'll get. And if it increases this much in value, you'll make so much money off of this. And so it takes, like I said, it takes a lot of money to invest. Okay, so we all pool in money, and then that's if they decide to mine it. And if they don't mine it, they can take off with the money and say that, there wasn't enough funding, or there was strictly, they just say they just don't want to do it anymore. And so I highly doubt there'd be a refund, when that happens. And so I would be very careful if I was going to invest in any ICO. And it's not hard, like I said, it's not hard to start your own ICO. I could make up one right now and tell everyone to get in. And so to me, it feels like, I don't want to say like scamming people or scheming, but in a way it is. And can it be the next biggest thing like Bitcoin? Yes, it can. But what are the chances of any crypto to go against Bitcoin? There's nothing that I have seen that will go against Bitcoin. Ethereum, Litecoin, Dash, Neo, Zcoin, whatever, Zcash, whatever, they haven't even Ripple, they haven't even touched the amount of value what Bitcoin is worth. I already know that there is nothing going to be like Bitcoin. And because of what Bitcoin started, revolutionized the cryptocurrency and the digital, in the online digital of basically an online digital exchange pretty much. And so that is a really cool history. And so, but back to the ICO, you have to do your own due diligence and make sure that if you're investing a lot of money into this, I mean, at least do your research and figure out if it's worth the investment. Because if it's not, I mean, you're going to be the one complaining, blaming people, wondering why it didn't work. But ultimately, you're the one that made the choice to actually invest. And so, like I said, whether you're trading or buying any crypto, you're taking more risk, a lot more risk. And so, even just me trading crypto on a forex broker is a lot higher risk than trading forex itself. And so it's trading on a whole new world, trading on a whole new level pretty much. And so there's so much stuff to look at versus just looking at a simple chart. But that's my opinion. on buying Bitcoin versus trading Bitcoin in ICO. And so just throwing that on the top of the subject here, because some people wanted my opinion, and I mean, like I said, my opinion doesn't matter to anyone that doesn't agree with me. That's fine. I mean, I'm just stating my opinion. And so this is just a quick, like I said, just a quick video of what I see right now and where it's projected. Because, like I said, to be honest, there is nothing that is gonna overtake Bitcoin. I highly doubt any crypto is gonna shoot past the value of Bitcoin right now, especially at 18,000. And so whatever started in the beginning is gonna keep going. And like I said, you gotta look back. If you look back at Bitcoin from 2008, 2009, from where it's at right now, in 8-9 years, and if you're looking at a brand new ICO, can the ICO be the next biggest thing against Bitcoin and other high value cryptocurrencies in the next pretty much in less than 5-6 years? Can they bring that much momentum and growth and exponential growth? If it doesn't, then you're just looking at okay, so let's just say an ICO is worth a penny, and they're saying if it moves up 10 cents or 20 cents or 50 cents or even $1, let's just say you're stuck in $1,000. You're supposed to be making, I don't know, a couple $100,000, whatever it is, per coin that you have. And so, and that really depends if they even mine that much coins for you. And so, like I said, do your own research, do your own intelligent research, and figure out for yourself. Don't get caught in the mix of hype and false promotions. And just because you see a lot of great stuff on social media doesn't mean it's the greatest thing, the next greatest thing. Okay, a lot of people are promoting different things, different way, different perspective of their opinion on what they see, what's worth the investment and what's not worth the investment. And so, do your own research. If you're gonna put that kind of money in, make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. That's the first thing. If you don't know, if you're just getting in because it's some random hype, good luck with that. Don't just join because of hype. Join because you know there's a reason why you're joining. There's a huge difference between joining off the hype and having a reason why you're joining. There's a huge difference. And so, don't be chasing money, because money's not gonna come back to you. Always be honest about that. Can't be chasing money all the time. You gotta find something that you're really passionate about. Gotta find something that you're really, truly gonna stick with and can stay committed and dedicated all the time. And so you gotta stay focused on your successful path, not on someone else's path. So that's all I got for you guys. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna try and go live trade on crypto later on tonight. There was a lot of momentum this morning for Bitcoin.